The Galactic Republic governed over the galaxy for over 1,000 years. The Democratic Union resided on Coruscant, the galactic capital. It was ruled by the Galactic Senate, which was led by the elected Supreme Chancellor. With the aid of the peacekeeping Jedi Order, the Galactic Republic managed to avoid large-scale war for almost its entire existence. However, as the years passed, more and more corruption filtered through the organisation. The Senate became filled with greedy politicians who could not effectively solve disputes between the member worlds of the Republic. An example of this came around 10 years before the Clone Wars, when a dispute over the taxation of trade routes in the galaxy led to the planet of Naboo being invaded by the Trade Federation. The Jedi, assisted by Naboo's Gungans, were able to free the planet, but Chancellor Palpatine, secretly Darth Sidious, and the one who organised the invasion, used the situation to his advantage, eventually becoming the Supreme Chancellor. In his new position of power, Palpatine coordinated the Separatist crisis, where worlds left the Galactic Republic and joined the Confederacy of Independent Systems. The discovery of both a massive droid army and a clone army secretly made for the Republic under Palpatine's control led to the Clone Wars and the end to a massive era of peace. The galaxy quickly fell into turmoil, and as the war raged on for 3 years, the Supreme Chancellor gained more and more power. As soon as the Jedi became aware of the fact that Palpatine was actually the Sith Lord Darth Sidious, they attempted to arrest him. However, the Jedi Anakin Skywalker interfered, foiling the plan as he fell to the dark side. He then became Darth Sidious's apprentice, being inducted into the Sith Order as Darth Vader. Following this, Sidious issued Order 66, which labelled the Jedi as traitors and turned the clone troopers on them, wiping out most of the Order. The Sith Lord then called for an emergency session of Congress, announcing that the Galactic Republic would be no more. Instead, it would be replaced by the Galactic Empire, led by himself as the Emperor. In response to this, a group of resistance fighters formed the Alliance to restore the Republic, with the aim to overthrow Emperor Palpatine and restore the Galactic Republic. Around 0 BBY, roughly 19 years after the conclusion of the Clone Wars, Palpatine disbanded the Imperial Senate and introduced the Death Star, a battle station which could destroy entire planets. However, the Galactic Civil War erupted not long after, and the Rebel Alliance destroyed the Death Star. Although the factions subsequently faced 4 years of setbacks, they bounced back and launched another attack on the Empire. The Battle of Endor proved catastrophic for the Empire. Not only was the second Death Star destroyed, Darth Vader killed his master after rejoining the light side. The defeat left Imperial leaders battling for control over the crumbling faction. Following the Rebel Alliance's success in the Battle of Endor, it was reorganised into the New Republic. The new government used the depleted Empire to its advantage, eliminating shattered Imperial forces throughout the galaxy. Many factions of the Empire retreated into the Outer Rim to escape the eyes of the New Republic, whilst others openly fought to maintain control of certain planets. As time passed, thousands of individuals joined the New Republic's cause, taking up arms against the Empire. Not long after, the Galactic Senate was re-established and later moved to the planet Hosnian Prime, with Mon Mothma being elected as the Chancellor of the New Republic by the newly seated members. 1 year after the Battle of Endor, the Empire was dealt its final blow when it faced New Republic forces in the Battle of Jakku. Both sides faced many losses, however, the New Republic reigned victorious, forcing the Empire to sign the Galactic Concordance with the Republic on Coruscant. This officially concluded the Galactic Civil War. The peace treaty forced remaining Imperial-held territories into cooperating with harsh conditions. The Empire almost diminished entirely as Imperial remnants retreated to the unknown regions. Away from New Republic eyes, Imperial officers began rebuilding the government into a new faction, called the First Order. One of the first acts following the signing of the Galactic Concordance was the passing of the Military Disarmament Act, reducing the New Republic's military forces substantially. Though the New Republic still had the biggest fleet in the galaxy, it was a fraction of the size it once was. This was one of Mon Mothma's early goals. The move was largely accepted by most, as they believed the remaining Imperials posed no threat to the galaxy. However, Princess Leia Organa disagreed with the decision, knowing the Empire was likely to come back, and come back just as powerful as before. Because of this, she formed the Resistance, a private military force still part of the New Republic, which would monitor the First Order. Organa wanted the New Republic to be more involved with the faction. However, the Senate never saw too much point in her cause. Around 30 years after the Battle of Endor, the First Order and the New Republic entered into a Cold War. Leia once more warned the Republic against the dangers of the First Order, but she was ignored. Instead, the Senate, under the leadership of Chancellor Vlecum, drew their attention towards improving trade relationships with the Trans-Hydean borderlands. Believing the First Order was still abiding by the Galactic Concordance, remaining in their designated areas of the galaxy, the Senate, especially the Chancellor, never saw any cause for alarm. In an attempt to sway the New Republic into taking the threat of the First Order more seriously, Leia sent Resistance Commander Corsella to plead her case to the Senate. As Sella was trying to convince the Senate to take action against the faction, the First Order attacked the New Republic with its new superweapon, Starkiller Base. It fired at every planet in the Hosnian system, with the Senators only able to watch their incoming demise, wishing they had listened to Leia earlier. Now it's time for the end of video question. Do you agree with the New Republic being destroyed in The Force Awakens? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and for more Star Wars related content, keep it locked here to the Kyrgyzstans. The Galactic Concordance stipulated that the Empire ceased fire and remained within selected areas of the core and inner rim. In addition, the Stormtrooper recruiting program had to end, and all of the Imperial academies had to be abandoned.